And your age?
17, 18, and 6 months.
And your occupation?
I currently am unemployed.
What are your current interests and passions?
My current interest would be using drugs, smoking. I don't really have any hobbies because I just do a lot of drugs and smoke a lot of K2. And my current passions would be, I don't know. I can't answer that question. Next.
What brings you the most joy?
What brings me the most joy would be hanging out with my friends and smoking and popping pills, snorting Adderalls. I get a lot of joy out of using. I get a joy out of, like, not being in the real world, kind of being on the outskirts, kind of. Especially money. Money brings me a lot of joy, and I steal a lot to get money. And, like, when it comes to stealing, I think I definitely have a problem. Well, I know I have a problem, I should say. I like to go in stores and just fill bags, walk out, fuck it. But I'm on felony probation, if I ever got caught, I would go to prison. And I like that. That feeling right there brings me a lot of joy. The feeling of just getting away with it, just running out the store, just being in the car, driving away, dude. That brings me a lot of joy, that adrenaline rush. And that's something that I'm addicted to, is the adrenaline rush. If I could ride a roller coaster, ride the dragster in the Millennium Force every fucking morning, I would. Because I like that adrenaline, And that's also high. That's what high is, being fucked up. It's another adrenaline rush for me. And it comes down to where I'll steal from my family, and it's not good. I mean, I've stolen from my mom, my brother. I mean, it's just, and it's like something that's really hard for me to control. It's my impulses. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, and I don't know how to change. I've been locked up since I was 13 years old. I haven't really been at home much because I just follow all my impulses, and I have no control over that. And I have all the will in the world to do things that are wrong, but nothing right. And so when I was 13, I actually met this guy, Juwan, and he could tell. He was one of those gangsta players that could, hint out one of those little sensitive, fucked up, emotional girls. And that's what I was in 7th grade, 8th grade, I was that little fucked up emotional girl with problems, the kid with problems. And he seen that, like I said, and I don't know, kind of like, we started going out, whatever, and it came down to where he said, if you love me, then you'll fuck me, you'll have sex with me right now, and if you don't, I'll never talk to you again, no one will ever love you, and we won't be dating anymore. So I kind of laid there and I cried and I let him do whatever he want. And that was something that really took a turn in my life. And after that, I tried to commit suicide. I overdosed on 67 pills and 3 bottles of cough syrup. I got permanent marker, big, huge, thick permanent marker, and I had white walls in my bedroom. Big bedroom with big white walls, and I covered them in stories and horrible things about my family, about my mom, stories to people say goodbye. I was done. I was ready to be gone. And I remember that morning waking up at about 8:30, barely remembering the night. My mom and my uncle next to me shaking me, saying, "Mercedes, wake up." And I felt my body shutting down. My organs stopped working one by one, and I was almost there. I was almost where I wanted to be, but yet so far. And anyways, they took me to the ER. And they pumped my stomach. They did crazy stuff. They told me I was an hour and a half, 2 hours away from death when I was revived or whatever. I permanently damaged my liver. And with all that known, I still use, I still do pills, I still drink sometimes, knowing that everything's going through the organ that's not even, fully there. It's kind of permanently gone and shit. And knowing all that, all the stuff I know, that how bad K2 is, I still smoke it. I'll tell you how bad it is. I'll sit there and tell you how much I hate that shit. And that's why I say it's like a love-hate relationship. Just like the question said, I agree with it, yes. Because I love K2 and I couldn't live without it. I love pills. I couldn't live without them. I couldn't live without being high. But I hate it so much. And I just wish that... I wish I could quit. Honestly, I wish I could be one of those straight-edge little nerdy kids back that go to school and shit. Hang out with other friends at lunchtime. Come back, and go to school, but I can't do that either because I just can't sit in class. I have such a hard time. Hang on one second. So, I don't know. Anyways.
Next question.
Next question.
What is your current addictive or compulsive behavior? And how strong is it?
My current addictive and compulsive behavior would be theft, just stealing, and sex, and drugs. I steal about every time I go into a store. And I do a lot of drugs. I get almost addicted to having sex. I feel like it's like, I don't know. It's a high, It's like something I almost learned that I can't live without. But I need to twist that around and go on the other road, and I really want to. I'm going on the wrong road. I'm going down the wrong way. I'm going south, and I'm supposed to be going north. But next question.
What do you most enjoy about your drug of choice or your compulsive behavior?
What I most enjoy about my drug of choice is that it makes me sociable, and I have things to do. I'm not bored. I'm not alone. I'm always smoking with somebody. I'm always snorting pills or doing something. I'm never sitting in one place for too long. I just bounce around like fucking tiger on his tail. And what was the last part of that question?
What do you enjoy about your compulsive behavior?
What I enjoy about my compulsive behavior is that it makes me likable, especially with having sex, which is one of my addictions. It makes guys seem to want you. They want you, and I feel like nobody wants me. I feel like nobody loves me, and that's one of the big issues. I've never really had a father in my life, and my father, when he did come in my life, I seen him for 15 minutes in 4th grade. And about 2 years ago, which would be, I don't know, about 8 to 10, whatever years after he showed up at the courthouse for 15 minutes when I seen him, he came to my house. And I never really believed my mom and what she had told me about him. I knew that he had CSE charges, which is criminal sexual conduct. My mom had told me stories, but I didn't want to believe her. I knew, why would my mom lie, about that kind of stuff? But it was another thing like drugs. It was like, well, I hate my mom so much because she wanted me to stop using. My mom wants me to be just something right, and I can't. And that's why I use a lot. That's why I have sex a lot. That's why I steal a lot. I rebel against really the only person in life that loves me.
Next question. Many people describe a love-hate relationship with their drug of choice or compulsive behavior. Is this the case for you? Explain in detail.
A love-hate relationship is completely true. Completely true. As I said earlier, it's like, you know, one hit is never enough, and a thousand is always, you know, it's never enough, and a thousand's always too many. It's like once you hit it, you can't stop. And I love that so much. I love smoking. I love being high so much. But then I hated it, and I just wish I could stop. Because of what it does to my family, because of what it does to me, because of what it's done to my life. Like, look where I'm at, you know. I'm on felony probation, 2-time felon. I haven't even started community service yet, and I've been on probation for 3 months. Because why? I'm on my ass smoking every day. That's why. Chilling, doing nothing. And since I was 13, I got locked up. After I tried to commit suicide, they found out that I was really unstable, and they said, I went to court very unstable, and they said, you know, they wanted a psych evaluation. And in their facility, and that could take up to 30 days in juvenile detention. So I went to the back door of the courtroom and got locked up my first time, 13 years old. Just tried to commit suicide, and I'm sleeping in a brick room with a steel door and a piece of foam. You know, it was terrible. I tried to kill myself in there so many times. I drank my lotion. I would eat my toothpaste. I didn't want to be there, and I faked it to make it the whole way through lockup, and I got out. I was on probation. I completed probation. You know, I was such a good kid. I just pretended like everything was okay just so I could go home and get off probation and start using again. I knew I was going to use again every time. I've been to juvie about 13 times total. I've been in residential treatment for 7.5 months, which is a secured-based treatment, and you're in a cell-like room. You're with 8 other kids. You're in a rehab place, but locked down. It's just like juvie. And I've been there 3 times. I have been to community-based treatment, which is CBT. It's another residential program. I went there, and they gave me so much freedom that I actually took advantage of it. And again, my drug addiction took over, and they would let you go on home passes and like go eat with your family for like an hour and a half on Saturdays once you got to a certain level. And when I went there, I had transferred from the secure place, and I was already on that certain level. So I went straight to being able to get out for an hour and a half on Saturdays. You know what I did? I went and got bottles and bottles of Robitussin. I put them in my bra, and I would go back to CBT, and I'd just take them, so many, 20 to 40 at a time, with all my friends, you know. It was fucked up. And eventually Lizzie got caught, one of the girls in there, and she told on us, and then everyone kind of fell through.
And for the last question, this project is your choice to share your story and current lifestyle with an audience who is curious about people with addictive or compulsive behaviors. Now, if we hang out with you for several days, what do you think we'd see?
Ooh, if you hang out with me for several days,
let's say about 5 days. No, we'll do Friday till Wednesday, so we have the weekend.
So weekend. Well, at least every half hour I'm smoking a bowl, you know, a cigarette, something. I'm doing something, snorting a pill, taking a pill, drinking if I have to. I hate drinking, but I'll do it if I have to, you know. If I ain't got nothing else to do, I will fucking drink. And when I drink too much, a lot, and I get sick. And I always get sick because I just chug a lot of alcohol just so I can get buzzed. I have such an impulsive personality. I really do. If you hung out with me for 5 days, you would already figure out everything. you would know that I can't stop smoking. Because I smoke bowls every 10, 15 minutes, you know. And that I blow a lot of money. I spend at least $100 in 5 days on K2. 5 days, I'm probably at 200, honestly. And I bug my grandma for money. I get money out of my grandma. I get money from friends. I do anything to get money. Sometimes it comes down to where, like, I would actually go to my uncle's house, and he was like a weirdo. I would do creepy shit, you know, and I still went there to get money, you know. He would ask me to show him my private parts, and I would still go there because I wanted money to get K2. And you would also know in 5 days that I'm anxious as hell, and I never sit still, ever. I'm never in the same place for too long. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like being somewhere else. I won't sit anywhere I'll go somewhere and hang out for like 15 minutes, literally, and come home. And then I'll go somewhere else, and then I hop. It's just my personality. You can see that I have impulses so bad. And you would notice that whenever I want something, I'll go steal it. And you'll notice that I do a lot of drugs all the time. I'm never sober, ever. I don't like being sober. I'll be sober maybe when I'm sleeping and I wake up in the morning. Well, 10:30 comes, I'm waking and baking, you know. So it's really sad, though. It's that love-hate relationship again, you know. It sucks because I'll hurt my family. I'll hurt my friends. I'll steal from them. I'll do anything, you know. You know, my best friend that's doing this recording right now. Let me tell you, I've stolen from her. Me and her didn't get along for a long time because I even stole from her, you know. It's fucked up. And I'll sell shit to get money to get K2. I wouldn't even pay my debts off I'll just get more K2. That's all I'm worried about is that next high. And I've never done any hard drugs, you know. I'm scared of them, like, because I know that if I ever tried heroin, I would be fucked. I'd be shooting heroin every fucking hour, you know, 15 minutes, like I smoke K2. I was addicted for Vicodin for so long, and when I got my wisdom tooth taken out from Vicodin, they gave me Lortab because I had to tell the doctor that I was on more Vicodin than a normal person, and so they had to give me Lortab. Well, I called the doctor's office myself complaining so I could get more and more and more. You know, they gave me 90 pills in 3 months. That's a lot of Lortabs. And I just love that high so much. And I chase it crazy. In 5 days, you would see that I'm bipolar as heck. I skip from mood to mood to mood to mood. I get really mad at people for no reason. I'll start getting pissed over nothing, dude. And I'll scream, and then I'll just be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And it sucks because it's like I can't even help it. It's so bad. And I don't know. It's just like I really wish I could quit the love-hate relationship. I hate it so much. But yet I love it so much that I just can't stop. It's not fun at all. It's really not. It's not something that you want to live with. Addiction sucks. And hey, I'm Mercedes and I'm an addict. Let me tell you. That's my story.